Hello friends, Standard 10, Subject Social Science and Chapter number 14, Transportation, Communication and Trade. As you know that it's a last video of this chapter, so we'll just take a glance on it, what we have done in the last video. In last video we talk about the waterways, if you remember that. Before the invention of road and railways, majorly the waterways are useful to reach from the distant places, or you can say different places also. In that we talk about that waterways, in that two types of waterways, internal waterway and you can say oceanic waterway, or you can say international waterway also. In internal waterway, the government of India has declared the 5 national waterway. For example, that national waterway number 1, it means that provide the waterway through the canals, it means in the river it will be providing the waterway. So in that national waterway number 1, on the you can say Ganga river, which is between Allahabad to Haldia, that is around 1000 and you can say 620 kilometer. National waterway number 2, which is on Brahmaputra river, and it is between Dhubri to Sadia, and it is called around 891 kilometer. Third waterway, if you remember, that is in Kerala, that is on West Coast Canal, which is between Kollam to Kottapuram and having the 250 kilometers. Then national waterway number 4 on Godavari Krishna river, and that is between the Kakinada to Pondicherry, that is 1078 kilometer. And national waterway number 5, Brahmini river, Goinkhali to Talcher, 588 kilometer. Then after we talk about the oceanic waterway, if you remember that, it means we know that India has from Gujarat to here Kolkata a long sea coast. It is around you can say 7516 kilometer long sea coast. Now due to that only we have many ports in our country. For example, 13 major ports and 200 minor ports are there in our country. In that we have discussed that west side, it means from Gujarat to Kerala, west side or western coastal ports, which is located like Kandla, Kochi, Mumbai, etc. This is called western ports. And from Kerala to Kolkata, that is called eastern coastal ports. In that we can say Chennai, Kolkata, Visakhapatnam. So these are the eastern coastal ports. Apart from this, we have discussed about the Gujarat. As you know that Gujarat having the 1600 long sea coast. In that will be Kandla is the largest port of Gujarat. In that we need to remember 3 things. First one is that Kandla is the largest port of Gujarat. Second thing is that Bhavnagar is the only port having the automatic lock gate system. And third one is that Porbandar is the free port to the entire year. Afterwards we have discussed about the airways. Airways, we all know that it's the speediest and costliest means of transportation. Airways we can use into the remote areas, or you can say dense area where the roadways and railways are not possible. At that time we can use airways. Right now the airways are providing through the Air India, that is run by the government. Apart from this, other private airlines also providing these facilities. Right now the Airport Authority of India manages or carry out the management of the 127 total airports. That includes the around 15 we can say international airports, whereas 87 domestic airports and 25 civilian airports. Now if we talk about the international airports, so Ahmedabad, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, so these are the international airports, whereas 87 domestic airports which are located in different places of country. After that we talk about that one important and one mark question is that Pawan Hans helicopter services provided the facilities to the ONGC and to our government. Afterwards we have talked about that other means of transportation. In that we talk about 2 means of transportation. One is pipeline and another is ropeway. In pipeline we talk about that. In pipeline generally what happen, goods cannot be transported, we can say liquid, for example mineral oil, water, or you can say oil or other liquid can be transported from one place to another place. There is a one pipeline in Gujarat between Kalol to Koyali. even though the natural gas, even though cooking gas is also transported through the pipelines, and that is started in some of the cities or well-known cities of the Gujarat. Apart from this, we talk about ropeway. Now ropeway, as you know that on the mountainous region, summits are connected and the passengers as well as goods can be transported from one place to another place. More than 100 ropeways are in our country. Darjeeling, Kullu, Simla, Manali, these are the some of the well-known ropeways facilities. Even in Gujarat also, Ambaji, Saputara, these are the facilities of ropeways. Now that we have discussed, now our today's topic is one more time, it's an important, or you can say interesting topic. Today's topic is that communication. Now just students, just see that here we have completed our first portion. Now we come to the second portion, communication. Now communication, as you all know that it is an important role in the economic, even though social and cultural progress, even the unity also. It means important role in economic, social, cultural, and for unity also of progress. This progress is based on our communications. Apart from this, we talk about that communication means what? What is the definition of communication? So it's a very simple that we can say to send or collect the information from one place to another place. It's called communication. Very simple. If I am calling to you, if you receive the phone, we exchange the ideas. It is called communication. But it is which kind of communication that we discuss later. Understood? It means communication means to send or collect the information. It's called communication. Now, in ancient times, the communication is carried out through the dhol, smoke, pigeons, and other animals. Now just students, dhol, smoke, pigeons and other animals are used for the communication purpose in ancient times. Now apart from this, other animals, it means, for example, if you remember that Halkaro, if you heard about that in the history, even the dogs, or you can say goats and horses, are also used for exchanging their thoughts and ideas. It means goods and ideas also at that time. Understood? It means to carry out one person on that, and that person send the message to the one village to the another village. That we have know about that. Now afterwards, what is the generation, or you can say what is the current communication system? So we know that current communication system is that mail services, telephone, mobile, even though internet, satellites. So today's communication is too fast, or you can say well progress also. Now if you talk about that communication system of today's, you just see that before, or you can say 1 decade or 1.5 decades, if you want to call to the abroad countries, we need to reach to the STD or PCO. But right now what happen in our home, or in our home only, it means we can contact with our peoples or relatives, those who are residing into the abroad countries. Even though the right now what happen, that communications is divided into two parts, because due to development of science and technology, now the communication is divided into two parts. It's called individual communications and mass communications. Now what is individual communication that we will discuss? Individual communication. Now in individual communication, first of all, internet and smartphone is the most important mediums to exchange, or you can say to send or correct the information. Internet and smartphone. Internet and smartphone provide the facilities of you can say internal individual communication. In short, individual means what? Person to person. For example, if I am calling to you, you receive the phone, we exchange the thoughts, it is called individual communications. In that, it will be helpful. In which era it is helpful? So for the email, e-commerce, exchange of currency, etc. Even though right now what happened, due to the can say different social media applications, right now I am know that you can say I not, you can say each and everyone's are using the smartphone, and we will be knowing that different applications are available that is useful for the exchanging our messages. And this social media are today, it means that much active. If something happen at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, you can within a 1 hour, or you can say half an hour, that message can be spread to the maximum areas through the medium of, you can say this you can say communication system. Now apart from this, villagers, even the villagers are also connected to lively contact with the other people, as well as the residential that you can say related those who are residential into the abroad countries. So these things should be happen due to the individual communication. Now another one is that mass communication. Now students, in mass communication system there are two types. One is print media and second one is electronic media. That is the most important parts of the mass communication, that is print media and electronic media. Now what is included in print media? So in print media, newspaper, magazine, pamphlets, this thing, it means the thing which is printed, it is called print media. And electronic media includes, you can say electronic equipments generally. Now in print electronic media there are two main mediums, you can say Akashvani and Doordarshan. I think so you have remembered that Doordarshan is our national channel, but right now what happened, generally we are forgetting about that channel because we will be having the other private channels, so our national channels we have forgotten. Now print media and electronic media. Now in electronic media, Akashvani and Doordarshan, even the Prasar Bharati, I write here Prasar Bharati is telecasted Akashvani and Doordarshan. Now that total 415 radio stations, total 415 radio stations are available in our country, or you can say in our communication system. Prasar Bharati developed two things, it means Akashvani and you can say Doordarshan. In that total 415 radio stations, that every day that radio systems provide the information into 23 languages every day. 415 radio station that will be, you can say, telecasted in 23 languages, and it is the most important thing for us also. Then we can say this all thing about the mass communication system. Apart from this, we can say that the satellite communication system also. Now students, that we have discussed satellite communication. Now what satellite communication? First of all, artificial satellite communication, they have their own communication skill, even though it controls the other mediums of communications. It means what? That you know that the artificial satellites which we launched, that you know that India has launched so many artificial satellites. It will helpful to us that you just see that the Indian national satellite inside, you just remember the short form as well as full form also. It may be asked in the form of MCQs or objective portion. Now it helpful to us for the forecast of weather. You know that right now the rainy season is going on. It means the rain is not there, but there also our weather department or weather office, which is located in Pune, that gives the news day by day that maybe the rain on this particular day. So this thing happen through the satellite. Next one is that cyclone and thunderstorm. Right now, students, if you remember that in Odisha and in Gujarat, there would be a chances of that huge thunderstorm. Our weather department has already, even our government has already, you can say, alerted some of the areas. These all things happen through the help of satellites, which is launched in the, you can say, and which is launched by our country, and that is helpful to us because due to that remote sensing system, it gives a message to us about the cyclone as well as thunderstorm. Apart from these other telecasts, it means I think so that you are watching the television. In the television, some of the reality shows which are already telecasted. Understood? It means it's already shown, but after many days we are enjoying that particular programs or serials. But some of the, you can say, reality shows, or you can say grand finales or match, or you can say any other tournaments which are going live, it means we can see live on the television. For example, the match between India and Australia played in Australia, but we can watch lively in our home also. This thing happen through the telecast system, or you can say satellite system. Even though besides that has been a development of indigenous polar satellite launch vehicles. Please remember the full form, polar satellite launch vehicles, PSLV, through the Indian remote sensing satellites. It means here also one short form is there, Indian remote sensing satellites. These all things will be happen and through the our satellite communication system. Now students, our next topic is trade. As we know that, for example, India is a vast country and we will be having the different geographical features. For example, mountain, desert, valley, or you can say other areas also. Same way, there is a diversity in the climate, vegetation, mineral resources, each and everything. And that is why no country in the world is, you can say, self-reliant. We need something from others and we export something to others. That is why the trade. Now in trade there is two types of trade. One, it's called internal trade, and other is international trade. Now students, internal trade and international trade, we'll understand these two words. Now what is internal trade? Very simple. Internal trade means the trade between two states. It means within the country. It is called internal trade. For example, we'll take the example of Punjab and Gujarat. Very simple. For example, Punjab is grown a huge amount of wheat, so it export the wheat to Gujarat. But you know that Punjab didn't have the sea coast, so for the salt it's depended on Gujarat. So it inter-exchange, or you can say exchange between two states within the country. It's called internal trade. Understood? Very simple. Now what is international trade? Now international trade means, for example, the system in which we can say the different countries of the world export their commodities, or you can say products, to the other countries. It is called international trade. Now in international trade, it's a very, you can say, good sign for the countries. Those will be exporting, or you can say, huge amount of product to the other countries. And if it is not happen, then there would be a negative trade. So students, here we need to understand the two words, positive and negative trade. Positive and negative trade. So first of all, we need to understand that what is positive trade and what is negative trade. Now I will show you here one thing. It is called positive trade and negative trade. Now positive trade, when the country export then its imports, it's called positive trade. It means, for example, it's India. Now it exports many things to America. Understood? And the imports is too less. Understood? From, you can say, America. So now the trade is called positive trade. Why? Because due to that, a foreign currency will came in our country, our value is increasing in the market. That is a good sign for us. So it is called positive trade. And what is negative trade? Opposite of it exactly. For example, if we export America, same America and America. Here I written that import and here export. It means we are exporting to America little things, or you can say little product, whereas we are importing many things from the America. So our debt is increasing, our currency of our value of our currency is also decreased. So at that time we can say it's a negative trade. Now students, you understood these two words, positive trade and negative trade. Now majority what happen, all the countries like to be having the positive trade, because due to negative trade the debt is increasing, the currency value of that country is decreasing, so there will be so many, you can say, loss of that countries. So right now what happened, negative trade in generally in our country, what happened, there is a negative trade from the last so many years. To improve our negative trade, government has launched Make in India project. Make in India project. Make in India project that is helpful to improve our negative trade. Even the liberalization policy after the liberalization policy 1991, after that our trade is improved a little bit. So that you understood international trade, internal trade, positive, negative trade, understood. Now what is import and export, that we need to understood. What is import and what is export? Now import means what? If we borrow something from other countries, it is called import. And export means what? If we give something or export something to other countries, it's called export. For example, that we import mineral oil, you can say petrochemicals or other products, diamonds, etc. And what we are exporting? We are exporting, you can say, little amount of thing. Why? Because we know that if we exporting a huge amount to the other countries, so there would be a scarcity of that particular product in our country, and there would be a price rise. So it is ultimately there would be a loss to the economically loss to that particular country. So import and exports, very simple is that if we send something to other countries, send, so it is called, if we receive something, or you can say get something, so it is called import. And what is export? So if we send something to the other countries, it is called export. Now students, here in this topic we learn 3 or 4 things that we just take a glance on it. Trade. First of all, no country in the world is self-reliant, they are dependable on to the other countries. Then after internal trade and external international trade. In internal trade within the country between two states, we have taken the example of Punjab wheat, Gujarat salt. After that international trade, it means one country sending to the other countries, or the trade between the two countries, it is called international trade. In that positive trade and negative trade. In positive trade, when the imports is less than the export, it is called positive trade. But what is negative trade? It means that if the imports is more than the export, it is called negative trade. Due to negative trade, our value of currency is decreasing, then our GDP is also decreasing. Due to that, we get the loss. Then after we talk about Make in India, the government has to improve our negative trade. Government of India launched that Make in India project. And after the liberalization policy in 1991, that there is a drastic change in our, you can say, this trade system. After about import and export, that two words we have discussed. Now students, here we have completed our chapter number 14. Now on Friday we will be having one revision video. It means, you know that on Sunday we will be having the test of chapter number 11. So on Friday we will be getting the revision video of chapter number 11, and maybe possible that in that you didn't get the worksheet. Understood? Only video is available on the Friday. So please listen carefully or watch that video carefully. Go on through the entire worksheet of the chapter number 11. So, and best of luck for your test. Thank you.